Okay, the first thing that you need to know when you get started is how to do a slip knot. There are several methods for doing a slip knot. One of the first ones that I showed you guys today was wrapping the yarn around your index finger like this. Okay, so you have two wraps. It's just basically a spiral wrap. Again, all I did was wrap it around this way, so I'm going away from myself. And then you're going to hold the tail with these two fingers here. I'm going to take this yarn that is in the back and I'm just going to move it to the front, and then I'm going to let it go. It's still on my finger. And then I'm going to take this yarn that was originally in the front and I'm going to move it over the other yarn and off my pinky finger and let it go. Then I'm going to pull this tail down here at the bottom, and now I have my slip knot. So you can see if I take it off my finger, we have our loop with the knot. And so this is where the hook will go. So you just insert your hook into the knot and then give it a little tug so that it gets snug up against the needle and that your stitches stay the same size. So one more time on that one. I just wrap it around my finger, away from me, hold the tail, take the back loop, move it over the first to the front, still on my finger, and then take the back, what is now the back loop, and then pull it over again and off my finger. And there we have a slip knot. And I can just squeeze my hook in there, tighten it up, and we're good with the slip knot. Now there are a couple other ways that you can do it. Some people like to lay it out and do a little circle here. Okay, and so the circle your tail end is coming up over this, and we're going to take this string and kind of go in here. So what some people like to do is they just bring up the hook, and I'm just going to kind of yarn over here and pull it through, and then I pull this tight. It's one we did not talk about earlier, but it's one that I see people do. So again, you have your little circle. We need basically a loop needs to go under here, so you can take your hook, yarn over, and pull through. And I'm going to pull this tight. Usually this one ends up being a little bit more difficult for beginners, and so that's why I taught the other one first. Okay? And some people like to start with it on their needle themselves. So you're just holding it here. You have the string crossed over, and you're just going to kind of yarn over and bring it through, and then pull that tight, and that's a slip knot. And so some people actually find that one pretty easy, so I'll do that one again. Start with it on your hook, hold it across in front, so you have your tail is on top, and hold this here and just yarn over and bring it through, and then tighten it up. And that movement is very similar to a chain, so you guys saw chains earlier today, so that might be preferable. It's up to you. Do whichever method you prefer, and you're all set with the slip knot.